The Kentucky Derby is the one day of the year when we all become horse racing fans, even if we don't know a thoroughbred from a thoroughfare. It's yet another occasion for celebs and society folk to see and be seen, and in this case, the dress code is the fun part. However, there were a few misses along the way. These are the fashion flaws that we caught. Among the pro sports figures attending the Kentucky Derby was Eric Wood, formerly a center with the Buffalo Bills. He and his wife Leslie are regulars at the race, so they really should have known how to pull together a cohesive look. Leslie's dress fabric was a hair too close to a grandma's couch fabric to be truly stylish. But her husband was the true cringy standout. Eric's blue plaid sports jacket, tan pants, and cowboy hat clashed both with one another and with Leslie's ensemble. He's rocked the plaid to much better effect in past years, as this Instagram post shows, so we hope to see an improvement in 2026. The ensemble that NBA scout Bonnie Jill Laflin chose for the Derby would have been a clear winner if not for one odd detail. The bow with its trailing tail adds nothing to the design. On the contrary, it interrupts the clean line of the dress and distracts from what should have been the star of the show, Laflin's spectacular hat. Hotelier and art connoisseur Steve Wilson is another Derby regular who doesn't play it safe when it comes to fashion. In 2017, he told the Courier-Journal, "Black tie doesn't mean black tie for me. I feel like the success of my 21C museum hotels gives me the opportunity to be expressive and carry that contemporary art to a new level, even in what I choose to wear." Expressive is the word for his getup this time, although we're not sure exactly what he was trying to express. He paired silver pants with a straitjacket-esque coat featuring a bison. The tone was also far too drab for the Derby, where brighter is always better. If that bison had been cobalt blue or cherry red, that might have been a different story. Discovered on The Voice, country pop singer Lana Scott had the honor of performing at the 2024 Kentucky Oaks, the race traditionally held the day before the Derby. She returned to Churchill Downs this year as a guest, opting for an upscale, cowgirlish look that didn't quite hit the mark. Scott's pearl-studded western mini dress and white boots clashed with her ladylike gloves and garden party hat, and that fuzzy pink clutch belonged with another fashion aesthetic altogether. We'll give Scott a pass this time since she's just starting out, but if she proves to be the country superstar her peers are predicting her to be, she'll need to step up her wardrobe game for future red carpet events. Rob and Amber Mariano are legendary to Survivor fans. Not only did each of them become the ultimate survivor, but they also fell in love along the way. They've been married since 2005 and are the proud parents of 3 daughters. Unfortunately, their outfits for the occasion looked more like they were headed back to the South Seas than to a high society horse race. First, the good news. We're in love with Star Jones's Derby hat. It's both flattering and just over the top enough without being ridiculous. We just wish the rest of her outfit was as fabulous. The attorney and former co-host of The View picked a Marabou-trimmed mini dress that comes dangerously close to looking like the inappropriate outfits Kimberly Guilfoyle has worn. More to the point, it just doesn't match the headgear well enough. A floaty chiffon number in a pale blue or lavender would have been far more complimentary. The biggest losers at the 2025 Kentucky Derby were Jayson Werth and his wife Julia. Werth, a former MLB player, came to cheer on Flying Mohawk, the Derby racer he owns. Not only did Flying Mohawk finish a dismal 12th, but the Werth's garish green outfits made them the laughingstock of the whole afternoon. Many comparisons to Willy Wonka and his famous candy factory were posted, but Fox Sports analyst Jared Smith had another thought. He chuckled on X, "Jayson Werth, Kentucky Derby by day, terrorizing Gotham by night." Batman doesn't normally go after fashion crimes, but in this case, he might want to make an exception.